Good morning, Lorian here saying hello, live from our page. And this morning, first of all, I want to talk about fear. I want to talk about fear and how to overcome how fear is holding you back in your life and in your business. Now, it's my passion and purpose to empower the world to live life on their terms, to live a happy, healthy, fulfilling, and purpose-driven life. And today, we're talking about fear. So as you jump on, let me know, how's your morning? How you going? Hit me some love if that's something you want to hear about, and stick around because that's what we're talking about today. How is fear holding you back in your life right now? Now, fear is something that we imagine is going to happen. So it's in our mind. Good morning, Lisa. How you going? It's in our mind. By the way, Lisa, what's happening this morning? What's up? We imagine these things in our mind that are going to happen in our life, right? And we make it up. It's a story, a projection of the future. So how do we overcome? And these fears hold us back. They cripple us. They cripple us. Lisa, what's your biggest fear? Bit tired, lack of sleep this morning. Well, thanks for joining in. Hopefully you can get a little nap in today. So as you jump on, guys, what's 1 to 3 fears? Drop it in the comments below. What's 1 to 3 fears that hold you, or just one? Even just pick one. What's the biggest fear holding you back in your life, in your business right now? And I'm going to help you overcome it with this 3-step strategy. 3-step. Fear of failure. So what is failure? What is failure? What does failure look like? What does it feel like? And is it really failure? Failure is just a perception. It's how you are perceiving a situation. So fear is false evidence appearing real. That's what fear stands for. False evidence that it appears real. So we imagine that something bad is going to happen before it's even happened. How ridiculous is that? Like, seriously, let's think about that for a second. Hey, Rose, how's it going? How are you this morning? What's happening? Isn't that ridiculous that we imagine the worst thing that's going to happen? And that's what cripples us. That's what holds us back in our life. Isn't that just, that's freaking stupid? Aren't we stupid? Don't we do some stupid stuff to really screw ourselves up? Like, seriously, who come up with this stuff? But I'm going to help you right now. Today, I'm going to help you with a 3-step strategy to overcome your fear. Hey, Ginny, how you going from Coffs Harbour? What's happening? Hey, Trish, how's it going from Tweed Heads? Good morning. Say hi. Hit me some love. So, we're talking about fear this morning. Okay, and I'm gonna help you walk through. I'm gonna help you step through your fears to overcome your fears that are holding you back in your life and in your business right now. So, fear. It's a funny thing. False evidence appearing real. It's bullshit. We just make up these stories in our head that these bad things are gonna happen, and they're not even gonna happen. Like, I can tell you, like, think of all this stuff that's going to happen, right? Like, how many times has it actually happened? Like, how many times have you come up with this worst case scenario in your mind, and like, has it ever happened? Ever? Right? So we make up all this bullshit stuff that's going to happen. Hey, Danielle, how's it going? Good morning. Great to see you. So we make up all this bullshit stuff that's going to happen, and it holds us back. We get paralyzed in fear, right? We either get angry to deal with fear, we freeze, or we just we freeze, we get angry, or we just go completely passive. So there's one more. I've just repeated the second one. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Hey, Christina, good morning. How's it going? What's happening? Hey, Christy, good morning. So guys, hey, if you know someone that gets paralyzed by fear, tag them in the comments below and share this message with your friends. Because right now I'm going to walk you through a 3-step process which is incredibly powerful. I actually learned this on the weekend. I've never heard it before. And yeah, I thought, wow, this is incredible. I have to share it with you guys. Because we all get crippled by fear, right? Like, what's one fear that you have in your life right now? What are you afraid of? What's holding you back in your life right now? Drop it in the comments. Let us know. What's one fear right now? If you could overcome it. Grab a pen and a piece of paper because I'm going to walk you through this. I'm going to step you through how to overcome this fear right now. Who's with me? Hit me some love. Guys, come on. Hit me some love if you're with me. Who's with me to overcome this fear right now with me? Yeah, who's ready? So, Millie says, Leggins, Davison, listen to my guru, his mentor of mine. Awesome, sounds good. Christina, sabotage. Is that a fear though? Is sabotage a fear? Christy says, I've learned to challenge it. Yeah, you challenge your fear. Good stuff, Christy. Awesome. Come on, guys, let me know. Okay, so fear of spiders. Is it the fear of the spider, or what's the real fear? That you're going to get bitten by the spider, or what's the spider going to do? So stay with me, stay with me. We're going to walk through this right now, okay? Now, if you just jumped on, my name's Lorian. It's my mission, my purpose to empower the world to live life on their terms, to live a happy, healthy, fulfilling and purpose-driven life. And today, we're talking about fear. We're going to overcome our fears together, and I'm going to walk you through this 3-step process, okay? Fear of judgment, or that I'm not safe. Okay, well, we're going to walk through that right now. I'm going to help you do this, okay? Who's excited to do this 3-step process? Christy, good morning. How's it going? Great to see you. What's happening? Okay, so who's ready? Let's do this now. Okay, so number 1. What's the fear? Specific. You need to be really specific with the fear, right? Okay, so get specific. Do you have a fear of failure? What's some common ones? Help each other out right now. Let's post below. Let's help each other out. Let's brainstorm some ideas. So fear of failure, fear of success, fear of what other people will think. I know that's a really common one for people, right? What are they going to think of me? What else? Failure. Yep. Let me know. Come on, guys. What's some other common ones? Let's get the juices flowing here. Not finishing again. Not finishing. Judgment. Fear of judgment. Okay, so that's like, what will they think of me, right? So very common one. Yeah, thanks Christina for that one. Okay, so you've got your fear now. You're going to be very specific with it. So what are the worst things that can happen from if this fear comes true, right? First of all, what are the worst things that can happen? Expectations. So what do you mean by that? Expectations. Fear of not living up to expectations. Okay, that could be what you mean, I think. Just clarify that with me. Fear of not reaching your full potential, which is really fear of failure. Yeah. Fear of not being good enough. Yeah, that's a very common one. Anyone else have a fear that they're not good enough, right? Fear of being lonely. So fear of being lonely. Yeah, great stuff, guys. This is awesome. It's awesome. So hopefully this is stimulating some ideas for you, okay? So what are the worst, write down, get your pen and your piece of paper out right now. If you don't have one, use the notes on your phone, okay? So what is the fear? What's the worst thing that can happen? First of all, we're going to do a 3-step process. Okay? 3-step process right now to overcome this fear. We're going to crush this fear right now. Who's with me? Are you guys with me? Come on, let's do this. So, what are all the worst things that can happen? right now. Write them down. You could let yourself down. Yeah, drop them in the comments. Write them in the comments, guys. If you go to your notes, you'll log out of the app, so that's not going to work. I got that. I stuffed that one up. So right now, and hit the share button right now. Share this with your friends and follow me. We're on my personal fan page right now. I'm actually moving away from my old brand, and I'm going to be going live on the Laurie and Cameron fan page very regularly, a few times a week, doing these incredible exercises with you. So make sure you hit see first, and you get notifications for when I'm going live, because this is what I'm going to be running with from now, so I can deliver even more incredible value to this amazing community. So you could feel shit, let yourself down, good stuff. Okay, so all the worst things that can happen, right? Who's got that? Who's with me? Say yes. You guys doing this? Am I talking to myself? I want to help you shift right now. I want you to have a paradigm shift, and I want to help you move forward in your business, in your life. Casey, good morning. How are you? Okay, here we go. So, step 2. Okay, step 2. Here we go. This is what we're going to do. Step 2 is, how can you minimize the risk? Okay, how can you minimize the risk of that happening? So, for example, so worst thing will not be reaching financial freedom. Okay, yep. So how can you minimize the risk of that, Ginny? How can you minimize the risk? You can get onto team training. You can take action every day. You can not let the small things bother you, right? Like, move on quickly. So if something happens and you get upset or emotional, your ability to be able to move on quickly from that. What else could you do to minimize risk? You could study successful leaders, right? You could educate yourself. You could learn every day. So what are some of the things that you could do to minimize that risk? Invest in yourself, learn, grow, turn up, take action, right? So these are some of the things that you can do to minimize the risk of the worst case scenario happening with your fear. Okay, awesome stuff, awesome stuff. You guys getting value out of this? Hit me some thumbs up if this is helpful. Okay, you guys ready to move on to the 3rd step of our 3-step fear-crushing system? If you've just joined us, my name's Lorian, and I'm fired up this morning. It's my mission to empower the world to live life on their terms, to live happier, healthier, wealthier lives, but also purpose-driven and fulfilling lives too. And today we're crushing fears, okay? Fear is just false evidence appearing real. It's bullshit. We make it up in our mind, and we're crushing it right now with a 3-step system to overcome fear and kick it in the butt. So we're up to step 3. So just a little recap. Step number 1 is you need to be really specific with the fear. Step 1 is, what's the worst thing that can happen? What is the absolute worst case scenario? Step 2, okay, is how to minimize the risk. What are some of the action, the things that you can take to minimize the risk of this fear happening? Right, step 3, here it is. Are you guys ready? Let me know. Are you ready? Okay, hit a 1 below and let me know if you're ready right now for the final one to just crush this fear right now. Hit a 1. Let me know. You guys with me? A 1 in the comments. Here it is. Okay. So even if the fear happens, so even if your worst case fear, which actually, you know, we've proven that that never happens because we make up all these elaborate things, but let's just say it did, right? Let's say this terrible big monster of a fear comes out and it happens, right? So how do you get back to where you were? How could you get back? Even if it happens, how could you get back to where you are right now in your life? So let's say fear of not being financially free. Okay, that was Virginia's, right? Fear of not becoming financially free. Well, what's some of the things that you could do to get you back to where you are now? Or would you be where you are now anyway? Or maybe even in a better situation? Merely, you could pick yourself up and begin again. Okay, sounds pretty scary. That's pretty scary. Gee, that would suck if you had to just pick yourself up and go again. It's terrifying. Don't repeat the same thing. So what's some things, guys, that could help you so you could just start again? Okay. Even if the worst case thing happened, how could you get back to where you are now? So guys, help me out. Help each other out. Help the other guys on this live out to crush this fear. So when we analyze, when we really break it down, sometimes we see how ridiculous it is, right? Look, we end up in the same position that we are now. Or at least you've got a plan, a strategy. If it does happen, you know how you can get back here. And it's actually not so hard. You're like, oh my God, like even if it did happen, I could get back to where I am right now. So, guys, if this was helpful, share this with your friends. Hit the share button below and share it with your friends to help other people overcome and crush their fears and move forward in their life. Give me a thumbs up if this was helpful. Did this crush your fear? Don't validate your situation. Go all out and commit to action. Virginia says, and Christy says that. Yeah, so you could just, start again. Good. Step 2, minimize the risk so it doesn't happen. Awesome, Lisa. Yeah, that's right. Absolutely. Step 2. Guys, follow me. Hit this. You can actually click the get notified or follow me on the Laurie and Cameron fan page. I'm rebranding myself, so I'm moving away from the lifestyle movement and just working with Laurie and Cameron right now. So guys, if you want to get updates, you need to make sure you click on get notified or see first on the page, okay, or get notified when you go live, or the top right corner. They always move it, so I can't remember, but somewhere you can click the button so that you don't miss out on some of this incredible value that I am committed to bringing to you guys on a consistent basis so that you can succeed, so that you can live a happy, healthy, wealthy life, but also purpose-driven and fulfilling life, which to me, that's everything, right? It's everything. How do we make a difference? How do we, change the world one person at a time? That's my mission, and I feel so grateful to have each and every one of you on this call, and I appreciate you all. So have an awesome day. Live your best life. Take action today, not tomorrow. Have an awesome day, guys. Share this with your friends. Peace from me today. Bye.